Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Where Are They Now Wednesdays here on the Missouri Sports Network. We're playing on sports. Very own Kent Mueller. Kent, what's going on?
Well, we have a lot of information this morning. We are looking at a lot of volleyball players and where they are playing.
Very good. And as a reminder, you can go to www.playingonsports.substack.com. Sign up for the newsletter. It's a free newsletter. You can also email Kent at playingonsports@gmail.com. But hey, we're going to kick it off right now. Reminder that you're watching and listening to the original Where Are You Now Wednesday. Don't be fooled by the Johnny Come Latelys or some other imposter. Playing on Sports and the Missouri Sports Network is your source and sources for what Missouri high school talent does when they get to the national stage of the NCAA. No one has more information for you than we do. We really appreciate your attention. And hey, do us a big favor. You don't have to tell 5 friends or even 4 or even 2. Just tell one person out there to tune in to us. You can tune in at our YouTube station. You can watch on Facebook Live. Go to our Facebook channel. Like us on Facebook. Go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, and you will get these sent to your inbox. You'll get a notification every day we go live Wednesday mornings at 7 a.m. But they're also archived. They stay there forever. Okay? They'll be there forever. You go and watch them whenever you want. You can pass them on to friends, family that we mentioned, maybe classmates that we talk about during these shows. But, hey, do us that favor. That's all we ask. That's all you got to do. Hey, you ready? Good, because we've already done your homework. We've got it done, and I say we. Kent does most of this homework. Hey, last week we continued our review of each of the Missouri Gatorade Players of the Year honoree from the last 6 seasons. Last week we covered softball, boys track and field, girls track and field, 18 athletes in all, 72 Gatorade Players of the Year, and that concludes that 4-part series. So here in Season 1, Episode 17, this week, what have we got coming up?
Well, this week we put additional meaning to the name Where Are They Now Wednesday as we take a look at the NCAA Division I women's volleyball. There are 118 ladies from Missouri playing Division I volleyball. You may know some of them. Of those competing in Division I, 32 are freshmen. That leaves 82 who are competing in Division I last year. But 15 are competing for a different school from where they started their collegiate career. Yes, 18% of the returning Division I women's volleyball players are competing for a school that is different from where they first competed. Keep listening and you will discover who moved and where they are now. So we'll get started with the freshmen, the true freshmen out of Missouri high schools who are playing Division I volleyball. Former Blue Springs Wildcat Alika Alexander has gone south just a bit to be an Arkansas Razorback this fall. Grace Killian is making the trek from Corhezu Academy to High Point University in the Big South Conference. Olivia Hasbrook has moved from Eureka to the Big Ten Conference, where she will be a defensive specialist at Ohio State University. North Alabama is where you will find the former Fort Zumwalt West libero, Audrey Small. Shea Pearson is moving from Francis Howell Central to Iowa State. Izzy Herbold out of Elias Catholic will join Autumn Bax of Blair Oaks on the Lindenwood Lions roster this fall. 2024 Class 4 champion Incarnate Word Academy has 2 ladies starting their Division I careers this year. Their setter from a year ago, Sammy Bergeons, is now at Mercer University in the Southern Conference, and Abby Friend is now a libero at the University of Tennessee at Martin. Last year, Jackson had a really nice season going, but came up against the eventual Class 5 champ, Lafayette, in the state quarterfinal round. 2 big reasons why they were so good were defensive specialist Holland Gilliams, who is now at Southeast Missouri State, and Nadia Wasilewski, who has found a home at Wichita State. Kickapoo also has 2 2024 grads competing at the Division I level this fall. Bella Faria is an outside hitter who is now a shocker at Wichita State, and defensive specialist Kaya Johnson stayed in-state to be a Bear at Missouri State. Maddie Gladson has taken her outside hitter skills from Ladue Horton Watkins to the University of Tennessee at Martin. Class 5 state champion Lafayette has two 2024 grads competing at Division I this fall. Setter Alyssa Nelson is now in the Big East Conference at Villanova, and outside hitter Allison Risley is now on the roster at Northern Kentucky in the Horizon League. Ava Anderson, a middle blocker out of Lee Summit West, will start her collegiate career this fall in the Southeastern Conference at Mississippi State. Those are 14 Missouri athletes who have made their way from their high school rosters last year to a Division I roster this year. We will have 18 more freshmen for you later in this show. And as we have noted before, we really like hearing from our audience. We want to hear whatever is on your mind, but one stuck out this week. Melvin Bethany of Lutheran High in St. Louis said, "Thank you guys for all you do to promote high school sports. Keep up the great work, and thanks for covering Lutheran High." Thank you, Melvin, and thank you for all you do for the students so that we have something to cover. A lot of people like Melvin put in a lot of hard work to produce great results. Then Guy and I get to enjoy describing those results to our audience.
Hey, yeah, and keep it right here. As we've got more freshmen at the end of the show, when we come back after this message from Great Southern Bank, you'll hear about the upperclassmen transfers right here on the Missouri Sports Network in cooperation from Playing on Sports. Back after this message from Great Southern Bank.
Your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Whether you're in high school or you graduated from a Missouri high school and you're playing at the college level, and now we move into some of the upperclassmen transfers from this past season that are moving on and playing somewhere else. We go back to Playing on Sports. Kent Mueller, where are they going?
Well, just because you know where a Missouri athlete left to go play their sport in the NCAA doesn't mean you know where they are now. The transfer portal is making a big impact on players and teams alike. 18% of the upperclassmen from Missouri who are competing in women's volleyball are not at the school where they started their collegiate careers. Here are those who are sporting different uniforms from the ones they wore as a collegiate freshman. Kelsey Watson is a fifth-year graduate student this season. When she left Corjesu Academy, she went to Loyola University in Chicago. She played 3 years as a Rambler. In 2022, Kelsey helped lead Loyola to the Big East Conference title. After that year, she transferred to Utah State. As a senior last year, she appeared in 28 matches, starting 27 for the Aggies, and was an academic All-Mountain West honoree. She will be back for her fifth year this fall. As we noted 2 weeks ago, Bertie Hendrickson won 2 Gatorade Player of the Year awards while at Logan Rogersville. She then went on to play at the University of Florida, where she spent 3 seasons. During her time as a Gator, she was twice placed on the SEC Fall Honor Roll while seeing action in 28 matches. Following her junior year, Bertie transferred to the other coast to be a Pepperdine University Wave. Last year, she started all 28 matches. She averaged 2.84 kills, 2.55 digs per set, and was named to the West Coast Conference first team. She returns as a graduate student this fall. After graduating from Kearney High, Andy Kryling moved on to play her sport at Arizona State University. In 2 years, Andy competed in 36 matches. After her sophomore year, she transferred to the University of California, Santa Barbara in the Big West Conference. As a junior last year, Andy averaged 1.7 blocks per set, which was the 9th best in the entire Division I. She was named to the All Big West second team and will be back for her senior year this fall. Maddie Sell is a 6'3" middle blocker out of Marquette High who started her collegiate career at the University of Missouri. She started 27 matches for the Tigers and appeared in 7 others as a freshman and sophomore. After going through the transfer portal, Maddie will be a Hoosier at the University of Indiana this fall. Amelia Throw is now a Lindenwood Lion. However, after leaving Orchard Farm High, she got her collegiate start at Shorter University. Shorter is a Division II school in Rome, Georgia. After being voted the most improved player on the squad her sophomore year, Amelia transferred back home to Lindenwood, where she is about to start her junior year. As a freshman out of O'Fallon Christian, Kennedy Davis got her collegiate career start at Western Illinois. She started 14 matches as a freshman and then 28 matches as a sophomore, after which she transferred to Tennessee State. Kennedy started 62 of 63 matches as a junior and senior. She was named to the All-Ohio Valley Conference second team. Kennedy took her 5th year of eligibility to Mississippi State, where she will be a graduate student this fall. Kristen Birmingham, a 6'1" outside hitter from Park Hill High, headed to the University of Oklahoma to compete in college volleyball. In her first 2 years as a Sooner, Kristen appeared in 23 matches while being named to the academic All-Big 12 rookie team. After going through the transfer portal in the offseason, Kristen will compete for North Carolina Charlotte this fall. After graduation from Corhezu Academy, Megan Karen competed for Florida Southern for 3 years, where she earned her conference's Commissioner's Honor Roll Award last year. She will be a senior this season at North Carolina Greensboro. Peyton Van Veen, a graduate of Willard High, started at Washburn University. She redshirted as a freshman, but was named to the Mid-America Intercollegiate Athletics Association Academic Honor Roll. From there, Peyton went on to the University of Colorado at Pueblo, where she competed for 2 seasons. She was named All-American Honorable Mention and was the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Freshman Player of the Year her first year. Peyton was a repeat selection for the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference first team. She starts her Division I career this fall at the University of North Texas. Carla Suvarioglu started her collegiate volleyball career at Missouri State University West Plains, where she helped her team to 3rd in the Community College National Championship. The West Plains grad then played a year at the University of New Mexico Military Institute and finished 2nd in the nation. She then transferred to Northern Arizona University, where she played in all 97 sets last year as a junior, where she was 2nd on her team in assists. She will be a redshirt junior this fall. After leading Christian High to its first state championship, Addie Lyon moved on to the University of Missouri. She started 15 matches as a freshman Tiger. After not playing her sophomore season, she transferred back to her hometown to compete for St. Louis University. As a redshirt sophomore, she started 14 matches and was honored as the Atlantic 10 Player of the Week. Addie will be a redshirt junior this fall for the Pelicans. After graduating from St. Francis Borgia High School, Abby Lynn played 1 year of volleyball at the University of Louisiana Lafayette, seeing action in 4 matches that year. She then transferred back to her hometown to compete for St. Louis University. As a sophomore Billiken, she played in 28 matches and was placed on the Atlantic 10 Commissioner's Honor Roll. She followed that up with playing in 26 matches as a junior. After not competing last year as a senior, Abby is back this fall as a graduate student. Landry Below went on to play collegiate volleyball at Mineral Area Community College after graduating from Advance High School. In those 2 years, she accumulated almost 1,900 assists and 700 digs. Landry will be a junior this fall at Southeast Missouri State. Tess McConnell is a middle blocker out of Oakville. After graduation, she spent her freshman year competing for the Kangaroos of UMKC. In the postseason, Tess transferred to the University of Tennessee Martin, where she will be a sophomore this season. Hallie Cook had a stellar career at Springfield Catholic, where she was a 3-time All-State selection. After graduation, she played on at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. In her freshman and sophomore seasons, Hallie competed in 38 matches. In the offseason, she transferred to the University of Wisconsin at Milwaukee, where she will be a junior this fall. So there you have the destinations of 15 Missouri volleyball players who are not where they started their collegiate career. With the advent of the transfer portal, you need more than a good memory to know where all of your favorite players are competing. You also need Playing on Sports and Missouri Sports Network. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe. And if you are watching on X, then please resend this to all of your volleyball friends.
Hey, Kate, you said that Tess McConnell, she started her career at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, UMKC.
That's correct. She competed there before moving on to the University of Tennessee at Martin.
Well, they've got kind of an unusual nickname. They're called the Kangaroos.
That's right. I have always liked the histories of school nicknames, especially the ones that are more unique, like the Kangaroos. UMKC, they're the only Kangaroos in all of Division I.
All right, well, you've got to tell the story. How did they become the Kangaroos?
Well, I like the story on this one. The school started in 1933 and was named Kansas City University. 3 years later, they had yet to compete in sports, but they had a debate team, and the school felt they needed a nickname. They put it up to the students to choose. At the same time that was going on, there was a lot of interest in Kansas City as they watched for news to come out of the Kansas City Zoo. That's because Jigger the kangaroo was pregnant. That was the talk of the town in 1936. So the students voted to name their debate team the Kangaroos. Not only was it timely and unusual, it rhymed with the school's acronym, the KCU Kangaroo. 2 years later, a student wrote Walt Disney and asked him if he would draw a kangaroo for a student publication. Walt Disney responded with a rendering of a kangaroo shaking hands with Mickey Mouse. To this day, that remains the most iconic rendition of the UMKC kangaroo. So with that, we are ready to see where the rest of the Missouri freshmen landed to play Division I volleyball. Are you ready, Guy?
Yes, we are. We'll take a quick 15-second Chevrolet break, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching Where Are They Now Wednesdays on the Missouri Sports Network, presented by Playing on Sports. Back after this from Chevrolet.
Of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen standard on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist, take your pick. The choice is yours. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network. Missouri Sports Network presented by Iona Labor's Local 663, building Missouri and reminding us to drive safely in work zones. Those folks want to go home to their families as well. Also presented by the Bank of Billings. Bank of Billings established 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County. So, Kent, where are the rest of the freshmen going?
Well, we have 19 more. Aisha Iono has made her way to the University of Kansas. Aisha was a middle blocker at Liberty High last year. Reagan Body out of Ozark is now a defensive specialist at Missouri State University in the Missouri Valley Conference. UMKC and the Summit League is the destination for Brooke Boyer after her days as an outside hitter at Lee's Summit. J.C. Bray graduated from Nixa High School and is now playing on at the University of Texas at Arlington in the Western Athletic Conference. Coco Bushhorn chose to stay in-state, where the Glendale grad left Springfield for UMKC. Carly Cisneros had an outstanding high school career at Liberty North. Not only was she the Gatorade Player of the Year, she was ranked as the #1 recruit nationally by Prep Volleyball, which makes her the highest-rated recruit in the history of her new school, the University of Arizona. Michaela Davis left St. Michael this last spring to head to Southern Illinois University in the Missouri Valley Conference. Rylin Finley, an outside hitter from Republic High School, found a home at the Missouri State University. Defensive specialist Caitlin Heitert has made her way from Marquette High School all the way to Long Island University in the Northeast Conference. Hattie Hessman is a setter at Missouri State University after having graduated from New Covenant Academy. Kayla Jansen stayed close to home as the St. Joseph Academy grad is now competing for St. Louis University. Up until now, Claire Jones played her volleyball at Notre Dame and Cape Girardeau, but now she is a defensive specialist in the Ohio Valley Conference at Southern Illinois University. Carly Lane is a libero out of St. Pius X in Festus, who is now set to compete at Western Illinois University. St. Joseph Academy prepared Margot Randall well as she is playing on as a middle blocker at Villanova University in the Big East Conference. And another outside hitter, this time it's Kayla Robertson out of Timberland High, who will now be in a Razorback uniform at the University of Arkansas. The University of Tennessee at Martin is the new home for Kylie Surratt, a middle blocker out of Pattonville. Ryan Watry is taking her middle blocker skills from Lee Summit West to her new home, UMKC. And another graduate of Marquette High playing on into Division I is JC Young. JC will be a middle blocker this fall at Southeast Missouri State. So there are 19 more Missouri athletes who will compete this fall as freshmen on a Division I volleyball roster. We look forward to following and reporting on their success at the next level. And to do so, simply email me at playingonsports@gmail.com for your free subscription to Playing on Sports. Again, that's playingonsports@gmail.com. Also, be sure to tune in every Wednesday to Where Are They Now Wednesday.
Hey, that's a wrap on Season 1, Episode 17. Make sure you tune in next week for Episode 18. And a reminder, coming up this January will be on this day in Missouri sports history, whether it's birthdays, record setters, Hall of Famers, lots of information coming to you every day of 2025. We're certainly glad that you have tuned in. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds.